everyone, and welcome to the 45th Tech Talk today. Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully, you will learn something new today. So, we're going to showcase our dashboard today. So, it seems that some of the features are quite useful, and you will be able to follow up through this dashboard, through this walkthrough, and see what our dashboard offers in a way that you can use in everyday coding and implementation of our services. So cool. Let's get to it. So just want to shout out. So there are a lot of learnings here, but we would love to hear from you. So please share if you have any suggestions regarding this live stream, this podcast, or today's topic, the dashboard. So it's quite good to hear from you. So let's get to it. So this is our dashboard. You get to it by actually logging in. So this is the first homepage that you get after logging in. So as you can see, we have our current balance here visible on our tile. So we have numbers, phone numbers, 5 numbers. Those are the numbers that I have allocated to myself. Allocation means I rented the number from 46 Elks. They can be local numbers. They could be from a country that you want to operate from. It can be fixed. It can be mobile numbers, etc. Last report, we can view all the reports regarding the services that we use. So SMS, MMS, voice, etc. So we can track here and see how much of SMSs have been sent, received, voice calls initiated, received, etc. So all the things that you need in order to keep track of your expenses. Last SMS sent. So this is a way of you tracking basically how much SMSs have you sent. So we put an emphasis to this in order for you to see it more easily. Last MMS, so quite similar, and last call, so also quite similar. So let's get to the current balance. So when we go about and click add credits, it will go and just a sec. So when we click add credits, we will be led to this page where we can add top up our accounts. So I haven't added my credit card here, and I have an internal account, but you can top up your account with 10, 50, or 100 euros or another figure, and type in your card number information, and basically you're good to go. Allocation of number. So when we have this, basically whatever number we want to use through our app, and when we advertise it to our customers, we should allocate a number. We should get a number before we start doing that. So numbers, it is, when we click on it, allocate numbers, we have this. We can choose from all of the countries offered here, but obviously we have other countries available, but you have to reach out to us. So get in touch with us, get in touch with our support, and we will love to hear from you, and we will allocate a number where it is available quite fast. That's and deallocate. And if we click 5 numbers, then we will see our numbers that we have allocated to ourselves. We can see which one of those have the capability of voice, MMS, or SMS. So you can choose a number based on the service capability you want to use it for. You can click edit here, or you should click edit, in order for us to have a way of forwarding any communication that we have towards that number toward your service. So usually we have this URL that you give out to us, and we will forward everything there. So to give you an example, a concrete example, we can see that IVR example has a checkbox, green checkbox here, which means that I have allocated a URL. So it means that when someone, your customer's end customer calls this number, then you have the possibility, so that person can then actually you can get the information, you can forward that call to based on what you coded. So based on what you did, actually. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's get back to the dashboard. We have reports here. So these are this is the first glance of the reports. So basically it's a way of you kind of tracking what's going on in quite of a detail. So you can see what's going on with your reports based on months, etc. You can see how much has certain. I'll explain later what this means. Name. So what has been spent in what way? You have the ID, which identifies the user. So I have made a lot of different test accounts, etc. So different sub accounts. You can track the SMS parts here, so you can see how many SMS have been sent in a certain month and total. So quite easy to grasp and see and to understand. You can download and CSV or download here the report. You can also do it by just clicking here. So yeah, you can do it through the years, through the months, etc. All right. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask, especially with the numbers. I know that sometimes it gets a little bit tricky, but we're here to help. We are here to help. Don't worry. Just reach out in the chat or in the comments later on. Cool. Let's get to the SMS. So we will click on the SMS here. So we have 7 days ago and we have send SMS. So you can see how it differs. Let's click 7 days ago. 7 days ago will lead you to the traffic log. Okay. Let's send an SMS first, perhaps. So I will try to, just a sec. Let me just, okay, we got it here. So we have the log here, and we can see what was going on. We can basically have the log here available for SMS, MMS, and calls. We can filter it through calls, MMS, through certain dates, or we can filter it through recipients, status. If we can only filter it through failed or sent, we can limit the report and set the account that we want to look at it. So there's possibly no criteria in which any data will be shown in this way, so I get none. All right. Let me just check it out. So we have the send SMS here. So this is a really cool feature that we have. It basically helps you send the first SMS without coding anything. So it kind of helps you get the grasp of it all and helps you get a feel of how it looks like, and you can test it on your phone, etc. All right. You can dry run it. So it means that without actually sending SMS, you can send an SMS here. You can have an option of don't log the message, so the message will not be stored in the history, but other parameters will. So date, time, success of delivery, etc. Flash SMS, we have talked about this before. I'll link it in the comment below, but it's the different type of SMS that kind of doesn't store in the end client's mobile phone. So that's a pretty cool feature. You can identify some things like hide or show non-breaking space. So that means that you can actually, so let me just show you. So we can use some special signs. So if we use some other encoding, then it will react differently. So for example, I have used When I start to use the other characters, I get UTF encoding, but that's for another um, episode. We have already covered this part, so I'll link that also. So a lot of useful things here. You can send an SMS, you can give it a go, you can give it a try. So yeah, so we can click on it, we can find out the history behind it, we can send an SMS, and we can do the same with MMS. So the somewhat of a difference is that you can type in a from, to, message, and image. So you can attach it or you can link it here and send it as an MMS. So that's a pretty nice feature. So yeah, cool. We have also the make a call. So make a call is a nice feature to have because you can give a call a try. There's the documentation right here below. It lists all of the numbers that you can send it from. So these are all the numbers that we have currently or you have allocated to your account. So that's pretty much cool. That's really cool to have. And you can send it by so we can select this number, for example, and I'll send it to myself. Let me just turn off the notifications here. All right. And when I click make a call, it will, let me just, all right. So this is the incoming call here. A call from the number here. Okay, I'll decline it. So yeah. So as soon as I have declined the call, rejected the call, we will see what's going on. So we can see the timeline. Call has been created at this certain period. Log output, JSON, we have the direction outgoing from this allocated number. So timestamp to my phone number, state ongoing, ID, this is the ID. So this is the event that happened. So we click X and we should see, that it has been classified as busy. So because I had declined the call. So let me just, yeah, we can see that. And the timeline call created, log output, outgoing, so, but busy. So this is quite cool to have. And again, a nice way to kind of basically show the capabilities 46 Elks platform has. Below, the most useful feature and something that you'll use a lot is the API credentials. They come handy, and then right below the dashboard homepage. So it's right below the fold, as they call it. So it's here. You can copy paste it, and you will need it when using the code in the wild. So yeah, we haven't touched on the sub-accounts, and that is an important topic to cover because it's quite important to have. Oh, sub-accounts. Oh, sorry. It seems that my live video feed has died. Let me just fix that. Sorry, everyone. We'll see what's happening. All right. Things should be good now. Sorry for the technical inconvenience. I'll just... All right. Sorry, everyone. Hopefully it will work this time. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have sub-accounts, and let's get to it. So sub-accounts are really cool. You click on accounts here. You have your API credentials, right? And your account. You can do things like control your traffic history, and a lot of things will be removed. And if you do not state, it will be removed after 90 days. So you have to take care of that and you have to keep track of that. So let's get to the sub account. So you can create a sub account. You just add a name here, whatever, like text wall. For example, you have that company and you set the limit. So my default is euros. So I put 5 euros and add a sub account. So I have a sub account for a client called text wall. This is the ID. This is the secret. Balance is used is 0 and usage limit is 5. So it kind of keeps me safe in a way that it doesn't spiral. So it's another fail safe so that expenses don't spiral away. So that's pretty cool to have. So yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much it. If anyone has any questions, suggestions, please let me know. I will be very glad to learn and to kind of try to help you out a little bit more about it. So hopefully you learned something today, and let me know in the comments if you need some clarification. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching and have a nice weekend. Bye, everyone.